What it do, y'all? It's Johnny B. We on JBTV, man. We tapped into the Johnny B podcast, Friday podcast. We ain't come up with a title yet, but we on JBTV, man. You know what it is. We got B in the building. We got a lot of special guests in the building on the low, man. Shout out to all the guys in the building. We're going to introduce them in a second.
All these goofy ass niggas in the building.
Yeah,
man. We got our niggas up in here, man.
Shout out to all the guys. We're going to introduce them. Hey, we got Maz back for the second time,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Shout out to Chris Diamond in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Dan in the building. He gonna come to you. Y'all gonna see him on the screen. And, you know, we got a lot coming to y'all, man. It's the podcast. We kicking it. It's Friday. Sipping good. It's water, though. What you know about it? It's all water. So, hey, real quick, like I said, we got B in the building, man. B, y'all holla at us real quick. What's going on?
What's up, man? JBTV, we in the building. Like I said, we got plenty of guests up in here. We doing our thing every Friday. We want y'all to tune in. One of the first things that I want to say is that subscribe. We need the support. Do that. But other than that, like I said, we're going to get into it. We got a lot of different segments that we want to talk about and introduce to y'all. So every Friday we kind of want to do something different. We're going to do shoe reviews with my boy Macaroni.
Yeah, shout out Macaroni, man.
Shout out Macaroni.
Real heavy on the shoes. We got a lot of the guys. Y'all see them on here too. That's heavy in the shoe culture. So if you heavy in the shoe culture, no bullshit, link with, you know what I'm saying, me and B, we going to go hard on that every Friday. So if you got some shoes, some exclusives, or if that's what you do and you want to talk about the culture on that, man, tap in with us, no bullshit. But Mac, shout out to him. He's going to be the main one that's doing like the reviews on the shoes and stuff like that. So y'all tap in for that.
Yes, sir, Macaroni. Another thing is we're going to be changing all the guests that we got. We want to do different rappers. We want to do different entrepreneurs. We want to do content creators. You can be a photographer. We just had somebody recently who do podcasts just like us.
Just like us.
He seen our shit with, who was it? Was it Charlie?
I believe so. Flav.
No, with Flav.
It was Flav.
He seen the Flav interview.
Shout out Flav Davis.
The Flav interview. Flav actually, you know, damn near called him up that night and he was like, yeah, I'll come in and do interview. He came in like 2 days later. So just support like that. Everything is going to be, that's going to be cracking, man. So we're going to be bringing y'all a lot of different segments, a lot of different information and a lot of different things, period, that I feel like y'all going to like and that y'all can tap in with.
Most definitely. Every Friday, man, most definitely you going to see me and B on here. With the interviews. First off, I love all the guests that came on. We love y'all's story. We trying to get the whole culture, not just the black culture. You're going to see a lot of the black culture on here, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get all cultures of America, you know what I'm saying? We're going to tap in with all type of people. But I love all the interviews I've been getting so far, man. Y'all come and share y'all's story. You know what I'm saying? It's been amazing. Shout out to everybody that's been doing their thing. From the young, we getting the young generation and the older generation and our generation. We in that 30-year-old realm, so we right in the middle, you know what I'm saying? So
in between,
and I feel like we really seen it all. So I'm a love to get everybody's story. It don't matter if you know what I'm saying, tatting, rapping, athlete, or you just, you know what I'm saying? I really want the real people because that's what really matter. I feel like in history, on some real shit, they only put out the famous people. And that ain't really their true story, no bullshit. It's about the everyday people for real.
Everyday people make that.
And we everyday people, even if this channel go up 1 million subscribers, get on some Mr. Beast shit. We hope it do get on some Mr. Beast shit, no bullshit one day. But on some real shit, we for the people. We want to stick with the people. You know what I'm saying? Unless I get stupid rich, I ain't gonna lie, I might leave y'all in the dirt. On some real shit. But shout out to the real people, man. Hey, in this stage, I'm with y'all until I turn over to the other side. Then I'm with the other people.
All right.
Shout out to them.
Right. So, hey, as far as like, we want to specifically have a segment, Financial Freedom Fridays, and when we say we have some special guests here, one of the people was Dan. I call him Dan the Man. He's our credit guy, money guru, or whatever. So every Friday, we want to tap in with him. He's going to bring us a gem or two, something that y'all can maybe work on. We can work on, because I'm working on that shit too, heavily. Something that we all can work on, something that's feasible, something that the people can actually do, something that don't take a lot, and something that we feel like can help the people, because we said we for the people. So every Friday we're gonna have some gems that y'all can tap in with, and Dan the Man is gonna be that guy. So we definitely want to get him, you know what I'm saying, he can get him going.
And shout out to Dan, y'all gonna see him today Big shout out to him, man. Young man doing his thing. Graduated Marquette. If Marquette would have seen my application, I swear to God, they would have laughed at that motherfucker. So shout out to Dan. No bullshit. And we need to learn from people like him. He younger than me, and I'm down to learn from him. And I want y'all to learn from him. You know what I'm saying? He doing this thing in the community, and we need more black people like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all too over tough. Use y'all brain, and that's one person, you know what I'm saying, I can really give credit to. You know what I'm saying? He used his brain at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And achieve something, man. Y'all gotta stop over thugging and stop putting us all in the same box, man. We gotta learn something. No bullshit. So shout out to Dan. Y'all gonna see him on Johnny BTV. Shout out to Chris Diamond. No bullshit. Somebody I grew up with. Y'all gonna see him on he the next he the next Boosie. Vlad, no bullshit. You gonna see him a lot on here. He got a lot of knowledge. And just, you know what I'm saying, like your average Joe, no bullshit, but got a lot of knowledge, and I wouldn't bring him on here if he wasn't. So y'all gonna see him soon. That's coming soon. And we got my boy C-Mass in the building, the guru, you know what I'm saying? Business owner, all that. So y'all gonna see a lot of that on this podcast. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, elevating type people. And this for the kids too, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we got kids and stuff like that. So we want to show the youth another way. I done seen, especially me and Chris Diamond, we most definitely seen some people go at a young age over some petty stuff to where they can be here right now. So Johnny BTV, we most definitely want to change the culture a little bit. Just take the violence out. Everything else, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all can shake your eyes, y'all can do all that. We can still be a little ghetto. I ain't tripping off that. We from that. But let's stop the violence and ending people's life. That's sort of what I want to take out, because I've seen that a lot, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm going a different route. But shout out to black people, no bullshit, man.
For the people, man. JBTV.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's go, man. You want to go ahead and get Dan in here?
Oh, let's get Dan in real quick, and we're going to break down a little bit more other segments that we're going to have on here. We're going to get some of my people on here. We got an interview with my boy coming tomorrow. He might hop on the podcast tonight, man. We lit up in this motherfucker off the water. So we're going to see what's good, man. But this Johnny BTV, man, we got B in the building every Friday, man. Shout out B, man.
Stay
real
hydrated,
nigga.
Kids. It's Beeski, Johnny BTV, JBTV. We in the building. As I said before, we doing Financial Freedom Fridays. I said we have some special guests in the building. I got Dan the Man in here, the credit guru. And shit, I just want to introduce my man, Dan. How you doing tonight, dog?
You know, it's straight a pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir.
In King's presence, you know.
Yes, sir. So shit, I wanted to ask, like, as far as like financial freedom and shit like that, when we start doing our segments every Friday, of course we don't want to give everybody everything at once. Mm-hmm. How you think you're gonna break shit down for the people? How can you make it like easy for them?
Well, I guess I think the best thing we could do is literally starting at step A. Because, you know, everybody's situation is different, right?
Okay.
When you start getting into, you know, talking about finances, credit, business credit, all of the type of stuff that we really care about, everybody started at a different point. So, you know, some people might start at A, some people might start at Y, some people might start at X, they might start at W.
As if somebody like is really fucked up in their credit, and some people just kind of fucked up.
Exactly.
All right, for sure.
And so, you know, I guess the best thing we can do is just create segments of us starting at A, and we just gonna go A, B, C, D, E, you feel me?
Got you. All right, I got you.
We just gonna go through the alphabet and make sure we figure out how to help people get A to Z.
So one thing I wanted to ask in general, kind of what I was thinking, maybe the public may be thinking that, why do you feel like maybe minorities, maybe just black people, I don't know, but I feel like growing up, credit wasn't really talked about to me until like I hit really a high number in age? Why do you feel like that's a thing? And like, I'm not gonna say that it wasn't important, but why wasn't it brought up?
You know, that's a question that really came to me, and that honestly led me on my journey of honestly just making sure I could educate people in finances and just being smart.
Okay.
Because I asked essentially that same question, and you know, something came over me, and the answer was essentially, if you were educated as a youth on credit, finances, money, all of that stuff, they can never make money on you as an adult. And that's the bottom line. As an adult, that miseducation, it creates the ability for you to become a consumer, for you to adopt bad habits, and that just buys into the American
capital. That's crazy.
That's the game.
That's a good point. I like it. That's a good point. Damn, that's crazy. So you don't have to break down I don't know, any gyms today maybe. Maybe we can start next week. I don't know how it's gonna go. Fuck it.
Well,
But like something light for the people. Just something maybe I could just, anybody in this room right now could go home and do tomorrow. That could be step one. Easy, take me 5 or 10 minutes. I still can go play the game, smoke my weed, and do my thing, and not be stressed out about it.
I got y'all. The number one thing and the number one place that everyone have to start is know your credit score. You have to know your credit score. If you don't know your credit score, you don't even know the foundation of where to begin.
What's like 2 or 3 apps that somebody could download right now on their phone?
Well, we got to go back one more step, B.
Oh shit, my bad. I'm
Take
stepping ahead.
it back one more step.
I'm one step ahead of y'all, so my bad.
You told me I got to start at A.
All right, my
You
bad,
know,
my bad.
so we gonna start at A.
Yeah, do your thing.
So know your credit score, right?
Right.
Beyond that, know what 3 credit bureaus honestly controls your credit score. And that means Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Those are the 3 organizations who gather data on you and generate this credit score that essentially controls your life. So the foundation is know your credit score and know what that credit score is with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And how we can go about knowing our credit score, there's multiple ways to do that. Okay. The number one free way is myannualcreditreport.com. You can pull all 3 credit bureaus for free at myannualcreditreport.com. Okay. My honest suggestion is something like Identity IQ, MyScore IQ, or anything of a derivative like that, because that would allow you to see all 3 credit bureaus at one time.
Okay. Score. Like when people have those different apps that show you your credit score, is that something that you should be looking at like every day? Like, is that something you should be worried about? Not worried, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something like every day I tap into my emails. I tap into my, I want to see what shoes maybe be coming out next week. It's certain apps like, you know, when you go to your apps and it show you your most common ones, should your Credit Karma app be up there? Is that something you should be, you know, something tapped into at least?
Well, let's take it a step back.
Once a day, like.
Well, let's take it a step back so that we can honestly educate the people on truthfully what's going on. Okay. So when you look at an app like Credit Karma reports your Vantage credit score. Okay. Your Vantage credit score is a prediction of where your credit score is going to go in the future. Okay. It looks at the trends of data that all of these organizations are reporting on you, and it populates a trend to say, hey, your FICO score is going to be this in the future. Okay. Your FICO 8 credit score is what the banks actually look at, and that's what they actually will underwrite you on when you're trying to be approved for a loan. You're going for that mortgage, that auto loan, any of these things that really matter. So you have to understand that there's 2 credit scores that honestly are in our industry. It's the Vantage credit score, and it's the FICO 8 credit score. The banks really care about your FICO 8 because that's actually where you stand today in present time. Now, back to your original question, apps like Credit Karma, they use your Vantage credit score. So you'll go to a bank, to a financial institution, and you'll say, Credit Karma says, hey, I have a 650. But in our reality, you might have a 580. Because you're looking at your Vantage credit score and the bank is looking at your FICO.
When you say Vantage credit score, it almost don't sound real.
It's a prediction of your credit score and what it will be in the future.
I don't want to be walking around saying my Vantage credit score and they ain't my real credit score. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm telling you,
I'll be quick to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, with my Vantage credit score, you said 30. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
you know what I'm saying? But my real shit is a 610. That's bullshit. So niggas out here telling they Vantage credit score. You some Vantage ass niggas, man. Jesus, all right, man. So it's a fake credit score, the real one. I like it. All right.
Yes. And people really don't understand that, so they'll be mad at the bank. Well, my Credit Karma said I have this credit score. And that's like, really not the case. The bank don't care about that.
Is there an average of how many points it can be off by?
That is not, there's no average essentially. It's honestly a prediction of the data and the trend of what's going on your credit profile.
I like it. All right. Shit. I don't want to give him too much. I don't want to give him too much sauce. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I mean, we can go all night.
I like
B.
that. I know we can. I know you can, but that's why I want to break that shit down. But for right now, that is our Financial Freedom Friday. That's what we gonna give y'all, and y'all better tune in next week with 10 more points added to your shit. Don't come with that Vantage credit score either. Let's get it.
Broke eyes. No. That y'all. And before I forget, the hack for Identity IQ to make sure that you can see all 3 credit bureaus at one time. You want to make sure that you type in on Google Identity IQ free trial. This will allow you to get your credit report for $1. You will get all 3 credit bureaus at one time. You'll be able to see a side-by-side comparison of what's going on with each account, and this will all cost you $1. The true hack is you have to cancel. You call them, the contact number at the bottom of their webpage. You get that number, you call them, and you cancel the account within 7 days, and you'll get all 3 bureaus for $1. That gem that I'm telling y'all right now, and use Identity IQ, is gonna set us up for step B. So make sure y'all do that and lock in.
And tune in for B next week. Let's get it.
All right, bro.
What up, y'all, man? Hey, we back. Shout out to Dan for giving us a great introduction to the financial world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, all coaches, man, y'all tap in, y'all learn something. Y'all gonna be catching this every Friday, so y'all stay tuned, man. We got B in the building. B, how you wanna leave us off? First off though, you know what I'm saying, before we let everybody go, we wanna give y'all a little breakdown on what y'all should see every Friday, you know what I'm saying, these different topics. Give us a little breakdown, B, real quick before we get out there.
We talked about some segments before. One of the big ones that we wanna do is pick your poison. And that's gonna be between anything as far as comparison. It can be shoes, it can be cars, it can be presidential candidates, it can be tattoo artists, it could be just ugly normal niggas like Quan, like my nigga Quan and shit.
Yeah, shout out Quan. It could be a normal nigga.
It could be between the credit guys, between my nigga Dan the Man and Mike the credit champ. Like, which one you like better? But pick your poison, and if you choose whatever one, which poison you going with and why? Tell us why. What's gonna be better for you? What's gonna be worse? Positive, negative, all of that. So we're gonna be doing a lot of comparison shit. Pick your poison, man. Look out for this shit every Friday, along with the Financial Fridays.
Shout out to the I love that. Another thing you're gonna be seeing as far as like individually, you're gonna be seeing a lot of reaction videos. I most definitely want to tap in as far as like, you know, bringing the hip hop culture back to making incredible albums. You know what I'm saying? I want to start judging the albums. You might see me and Beeski most definitely tap in with the albums and stuff like that. And we want to go all genres, you know what I'm saying? But we want to tap into y'all albums, man, you know what I'm saying? Because we feel like y'all sort of fell off on that year. Y'all might have a hot single, but back in the day when we really fell in love with music, and we're going to be doing other genres of music, but mostly hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be judging them albums, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned for that. Shout out to my boy Macaroni, like we mentioned in the beginning. Look out for those shoe reactions, you know what I'm saying? He got some of the best shoes, you know, came out with, and he gonna be reacting to stuff that, you know what I'm saying, with the culture and what he interested in. We got a lot of dudes, not just Macaroni, as far as like that's big in the shoe culture. Like I said, we got my boy Quan in the background. He'd kill y'all sneakerhead niggas on some real shit, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Quan. Definitely be doing his thing as far as TikTok and stuff like that. Shout out to his family. He a real big family man, but you know what I'm saying, it's a day one homie. Y'all gonna be seeing it on the channel before, I mean like later on, you know what I'm saying? So y'all tap in with that. B, you got anything more you want to share?
No, bro. JBTV, we going up. Like I said before in the beginning, as far as subscribing, bro, everybody subscribe. That's how we gonna get our, you know, our followers. That's how we gonna get our support. And that's the biggest way to help us right now. So subscribe, JBTV.
Facts. And with the interviews, we got a lot of interviews coming soon. I just love getting people, you know what I'm saying, they story, no matter if you famous or not, you know what I'm saying, we all got a story. We getting the real history on Johnny B TV with these interviews. Every Friday, you're going to be seeing me and B on the podcast. We're going to break down some of the interviews that we had that past week. But you know what I'm saying, come through, you know what I'm saying, we're a growing platform. Come share your story. We don't care if you're famous or not. You can be, you know what I'm saying, the richest nigga in the world, or a bum ass nigga in the street. But if you got a story, no bullshit. If you got a story and you want to share that shit and it's inspirational, most definitely come on Johnny BTV. Rappers, athletes, we don't care if you're a judge, stripper, all that. You know what I'm saying? But we want to get your stories from real truck driver, all that. Tattoo artist, all that. You know what I'm saying? But like, shout out, one more thing, shout out again to Dan, you know what I'm saying, for the financial situation. I know as far as our culture, we spend the most money, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like sort of wasting our own money, you know what I'm saying?
Frivolous.
Yeah, facts, as far as the black culture. So we need people like Dan to, you know what I'm saying, put us on game.
Appreciate you, Dan.
So yeah, podcast every Friday. Me and B, this John and B. At the end of the day, yeah, man, Johnny BTV. We tapped in, y'all tap in with us every Friday. Y'all tap in for the interviews, man. One thing with the interviews that inspired me, you know what I'm saying, I worked at a nursing home, I was doing dietary. I seen old people that all they had was literally like just a picture on the side of their bed, and that's all they had. We read right here about to record history. We want to make it to 75, 80 years old and live life, and we want y'all to too, because we done lost people, you know what I'm saying, 17, 16, we 33 years old now, so we need the black culture to live life. No bullshit. So, and that's some real shit. I ain't trying to get too deep with y'all, but you know what I'm saying, that's some real shit. And this Johnny BTV, catch us every Friday on the Friday podcast. We're gonna come up with a name. Yeah.
Johnny Quan BTV.
Yeah, Johnny Quan BTV, Johnny Mad BTV, Johnny Dan BTV. And I'm gonna let my boy B close it out for y'all, but y'all, shout out to y'all.
Johnny Quan Brandon TV.
JBTV going up. Don't listen to the niggas in the background, man. Listen, y'all my niggas, man. JBTV. Everybody tune in every week, every Friday, every fucking day. We gonna have content for y'all.
A lot of interviews for y'all, man. Y'all come share y'all story. Johnny BTV, we out. Love.